I particularly think that everybody's had teachers before, and let me just say that I did not have a good fair share of teachers, some points in my life anyway, so I'm going to be talking about them, judging by the title of this video, obviously, you dumb at. And so we're going to be talking about basically bad teachers, because obviously, who doesn't love talking about bad teachers? Alright, let's begin. So, I'm going to begin at 6th grade, because I think I've had more experiences, rather than just, going through them. Now, I'm just going to say off the bat that my 6th grade teacher for my math and my history class was not a good teacher. Now, I'm going to say that because, like I said before, if you didn't see my work video, then basically I said that she was my 8th period teacher for this year. Now, if you had her, then you know that she's more of a sometimes strict, sometimes don't want to do really much teacher. Now, I've had her a couple of times, and a couple of things I can say from this is that I had to rate her on a scale of -0, if that's even a thing, 0 to -10. Then I'd probably rate her at least around a -5. She's in the middle somewhere. She sometimes gets off at us, other times she doesn't. In history class, I'm good, because, history is awesome, even though some people think it's boring. And in my math class, she knows me because of my grades, and possibly just because I was probably a brat or something. I mean, I didn't get in trouble, but it was just happening. But it's not important. So, that was a horrible class. And one time I remember we had a sub, but the computers weren't working, and they tried contacting the librarian. So for the whole 2 math periods, which was a whole block or 2 hours, then we basically, all the kids just played cool math games. And then the next day the teacher yelled at us because we didn't get anything done. So, that was nice. Alright, let's just move on to the next teacher. Okay, so my next teacher is my 7th grade math teacher. Now, this is unsurprisingly the mother of the girl that I used to like, and I'm saying used to, ahem, people. And I'm just gonna say off the bat, I knew where her character traits were from because, one, she knew me because of my grades going D's and stuff, and then I got them up to A's, but still, she was more of an unnerving teacher. The one thing that annoyed me, though, is that I sat in front of her, for 2 months, and she did not know my name. It was ridiculous. It was honestly ridiculous. She kept trying to guess my name. I'm like, I'm sitting in front of you for 2 months already. How do you not know my name? But I guess everybody just doesn't really remember. I don't know. But I still blame her anyway. And the other thing that she does constantly is usually she throws quizzes at her face as if we don't expect it. And she usually talks loud or yelling. So, like, during classes in 8th grade in recent times, then she's basically been more of a yeller, and we can hear her across my room. The last teacher I'm going to mention very quickly is that my science teacher. He's more of a heckler, and he's going to call negative. Everybody who knows me in real life already knows what I'm saying. One time we were talking a lot except for me, and the teacher was not joking when he said this, that we had to write all of our names 100 times. 100 times. It's one of those times where you're younger and you have to write your name and people try to write their names while taping pencils and pens to them. I don't even know. How do kids do that? Another time my teacher went off on us is because we were basically just talking a lot. Like, we talk a lot in his class, and he always says, "Excuse me," to get our attention. It's one of the more scarier things to do. And even then, when I'm in my history class, I always hear him screaming at the new 7th graders across the room. And honestly, I didn't like his class at all. It was horrible. I didn't learn anything in that class. All I remember was the projects and the tests that no one liked, even though we all cheated, so we technically won. So, yeah, that's all my stories I had to tell about teachers. If you have any bad teachers, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, help us get to 200 subscribers, and I hope you guys like this.